Labour Party LP and its candidate Peter Obi yesterday accused the chairman of Independent National Electoral Commission INEC, Prof. Yakubu Mahmood, of refusing to accept a subpoena issued on him to produce some vital documents used for the February 25th election before the Presidential Election Petition Court, PEPC. The accusations, which did not go down well with the legal team to the electoral umpire, gave rise to blame games between the petitioners and INEC at yesterday's proceeding. It all started when the lead counsel to the petitioners, Levi Uzoku, informed the court that he was yet to get all the documents for his case and that INEC chairman has refused to accept a summon from the bailiff of the court in the regard. He, however, disclosed that an agreement has been reached between him and INEC-led counsel for the court summon to be served on any member of his team. My lord, I drew the attention of INEC-led counsel, Abubakar Mahmood, to the failure of the office of the INEC chairman to accept the service of an order to produce more electoral documents, despite the efforts of the bailiffs of this court. He, Mahmood, graciously asked me to give him a copy of the order, but I did not have an extra copy to give him now, and he asked me to give to any member of his team, he said. But the senior lawyer, however, assured he would send a copy to the INEC legal team after today's proceeding. I am confident that he will do the needful for us to continue tomorrow, Uzoku said while requesting for adjustment. However, another senior lawyer in the commission's legal team, Oluwakemi Pineru, countered Uzoku, saying it had become a habit that when the petitioner wants to seek an adjournment, they blame his clients. It cannot be true that a call to be served on INEC chairman was refused, Pineru said, adding that in People's Democratic Party's case, subpoenas was served on INEC chairman and it was not refused. The question of deliberately refusing service is not correct. Pineru told the court that the INEC chairman has no interest in Obi's petition. He said rather than the Obi's legal team outrightly asking for adjournment over his inability to conduct their case, they are throwing blames. This is 2 weeks and he has only called 3 witnesses out of the 50 witnesses they said they would call, Pineru said. Uzoku expressed shock at what Pineru said. According to him, he made it clear that the bailiff of court could not serve the INEC chairman with a subpoena. He asked INEC lawyer and the court to verify his assertion from the bailiff of the PEPC. In a quick intervention, the court asked the senior lawyers to coordinate themselves because their conduct served as examples to junior lawyers. Justice Haruna Tsunami told parties that he has been observing that lawyers representing Obi and INEC have been denigrating each other since the proceedings commenced. If there is anything that INEC is doing, you know what to do, Justice Tsunami told Uzoku. In a bid to calm their nerves, the panel told lawyers to calm your tempers, reminding them that whatever direction the outcome of the case would go, we are still friends. At the commencement of proceedings yesterday, another counsel to the petitioners, Audu Anuga, tendered as evidence several blurry polling unit results downloaded from the INEC. Result viewing portal, IREF, and INEC certified, but which are not linked to any local government area. Another counsel to the petitioners, Adu Anuga, tendered as evidence several blurry polling unit results downloaded from the INEC results viewing portal, IREF, and INEC certified, but which are not linked to any local government area. He also tendered certified IREF reports for Gombe and Kaduna states, as well as IREF certificates of compliance for 7 states, excluding Akwa Ibom. Continuing, he tendered duly certified bimodal voter accreditation system (BVAS) reports and certificates of compliance for 28 states, including the Federal Capital Territory. All the documents were opposed by INEC, as well as the legal team of President Tinubu, Kashim Shettima, and APC. The petitioners have so far presented 3 witnesses, including a lawyer who spoke on a U.S. District Court judgment on Tinubu's bank account, a senator reporter, a senior reporter editor, Lucky Upewo, from Channels Television, as well as a software engineer to substantiate alleged non-compliance to the Electoral Act by INEC. Has been at loggerheads with Nigeria's Electoral Commission over their inability to access electoral documents to aid their case. The presidential candidate and his party, the Labour Party, in their joint petition, urged the court to nullify Mr. Tinubu's victory owing to INEC's alleged fraudulent activities during the disputed presidential election. At the resumed hearing on Wednesday, Ms. Obi's lawyer, Livy Uzoku, said the office of the Electoral Umpire's chairman declined to accept an order served on Mr. Yakubu to produce some documents before the court. Mr. Uzoku's disclosure came about after Mr. Obi's legal team exhausted electoral documents it was tendering before the court. He said the team would have loved to continue with tendering or more documentary evidence, but for the refusal of Mr. Yakubu's office to accept a subpoena served on him to produce some documents. They blamed the INEC boss for hindering the progress of their suit. Reacting to Mr. Uzoku's claim, INEC's lawyer, Kemi Pinheiro, asked Mr. Obi's legal team to stop blaming the Electoral Commission for its tardiness in conducting the case. Mr. Pinheiro, a son, said it had become Mr. Uzoku's strategy to blame respondents in the petition for their inability to prosecute their case diligently. It has become a habit whenever they want to seek an adjustment, they look for somebody to whip. It cannot be true that the office of the INEC chairman refuses a summons. During presentation of the evidence for Labour Party led by the great son Ikpeazu, INEC lawyers could not hide the shock on their faces. The evidence document was too big and too many. Labour Party's lawyer, son Ikpeazu, had a face full of smile as he was dropping trucks of evidence, one by one, from truck to another truck. APC lawyers were all also in shock. The judges could not hide the laughter on their faces. The whole courtroom started laughing. What sort of documents or evidence is this? Even Justice Ugo had to shout, "Odiegu." It looks like 4 major libraries put together. 18,000 results sheets on IREV are blurred. Okay, if the result represents 18,000 polling units and we stay by the upper threshold of 750 voters per polling unit. Just do the mathematics of votes that were allocated. And a winner declared by Mahmoud over 18,000 blood polling unit results. What exactly did Mahmoud Yakubu use to declare Tinubu as the president? I'd like to draw your attention to one fact established by Mr. Peter Obi's legal team in court today during the display of video by Arise TV staff. Mahmoud Yakubu said, "I have asked the polling agent to compare the polling unit result with the one on IREV." Mahmoud Yakubu said, in quote, "I have asked the polling agent to compare the polling unit result with the one on IREV." Jibril Okupeta San said this after the judges refused their application to bring the INEC chairman for examination. The judges, given the result, it was not filed on time. Jibril Okupeta San, in quote, "There are many ways to kill a rat," meaning if Mahmoud Yakubu is not allowed to show up